thought you could do with herbs, which you can do with a lipid-lowering drug. So that's it for herbal options for lowering your risk of a heart attack. All they are hawthorn and phytoestrogens. It's not much, but every category gives you at least some other options, and if you use whatever you can in each category, the benefits can add up. The most important thing for you to understand about herbal options for preventing a heart attack is this. There are essentially two categories of options for preventing a heart attack. Some you should use instead of others, and some you should use in addition to others. And the way in which you decide how to use which options, which way, is this. It all depends on how healthy your heart is in the first place. If your heart is already healthy and your risk of heart attack is low, you may be able to use herbal options instead of other options. Heart is unhealthy and you're at moderate or high risk for a heart attack and you already have plaque buildup, you should use herbal options in addition to other options, not instead of other options. In other words, herbs are only strong enough to keep an already healthy heart healthy. This is a basic principle of all products in the vitamin, mineral, supplement, and herbal category. They are all part of wellness, and you're supposed to use them when you're well. They are not part of disease. They have nothing to do with helping you once you have any degree of disease. So if your doctor tells you that you're at high risk for a heart attack, or that your calculated score for a heart attack is high, or that you have a high coronary artery calcium score, herbs are not a substitute for a cholesterol-lowering drug or significant lifestyle changes. Okay? I guess you could just say herbs can't fix a broken heart. You would be in big trouble if you tried to use herbs in a situation like that. They are just not strong enough to repair a heart that is broken or unhealthy. Now, I don't want you thinking that all options are equal and that you can just pick what you like best. I always will tell you the limitations of each option. And every option has limitations. There's nothing that is like the perfect panacea for everybody and everything. That doesn't exist. When you hear anything that promises to be everything to everybody and do a million things that are beneficial and have no harms at all, don't believe it. I mean, there's hardly anything in life that's like that. Everything has its pros and cons and benefits and risks. But don't fall for people who tell you that there's something that can, be the answer to everything. It doesn't work that way. I even say when you see a product that has more than about 2 or 3 benefits listed, don't believe it. Because when you get somebody listing 15, 16, 17 things that something can do, it's probably a little bit exaggerated, if not a lot exaggerated. I invite you to go to my website because that's where you will find all of my educational resources. It's menopausetailor.me. And the great thing about going there is that you will find articles that you can read free of charge. They're fun, they're quirky. I talk about all kinds of things, but in an entertaining, fun way that makes it fun to learn about them. You will see that I have a YouTube channel, and on YouTube I publish a video every single week with lots of props and models and lots of fun. I really just entertain you, and you just sit and learn and enjoy it, and you'll never forget it because of the props that I use that demonstrate what I'm trying to teach. I recently reached 50,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, which actually isn't a lot, but for me it was. And the reason it was a lot for me and what I felt to be a big accomplishment is because I have picked the most unpopular topic on planet Earth on both this podcast and YouTube. And to have 50,000 subscribers, that's really great. I'll never have the millions that the hair and makeup and beauty people have because that's popular. Menopause is not. But that's why I call this the state of menopause in the world today. It's awful. We need to change it. And one of the ways we change it is by talking about it. And my way of changing it is by teaching you everything about it. So I am trying to make it so that you learn everything you need to know about menopause. Another thing you'll find at my website is my book. My menopause book has the entire education from stem to stern, and if you read it just all the way through, you will really know everything you need to know for the rest of your life. If you don't like reading, I have a DVD where the entire education in the form of a seminar is available to you. It takes about 13 hours to watch the whole thing. And if you don't like DVDs or don't have a DVD player, I have webinars. And as long as you watch them in order, there are 15 of them, watch them in order, and you will get a perfect education. And of course, I have this podcast. So, however you learn, whether you're an auditory learner or a visual learner or a tactile learner, you're going to understand everything I teach you, regardless of how you choose to pursue it. And the reason is I'm going to make sure that you get every detail and really understand it to the nth degree. Now, if you want the information tailored to you and you want to answer questions about what you should do, that is what I do consultations for. And you can schedule a consultation at menopausetailor.me. And I do them with women all over the world by video conferencing. It's very easy. You give me all your information. I will cover all of it, put it all in the document. I make a huge document for you. And I send it to you before the consultation. Most women feel like they get their money's worth or more than their money's worth before the consultation even happens. And so you'll get a document that's about 70 pages long or more. And it's the whole education really, but with you inserted into all the scientific facts so that you can tailor everything to you. And that puts you in a situation where once we have the consultation, you make great progress in deciding what you want to actually do to manage your menopause your way. And I will help you manage your menopause any way you want. I don't have a product or an angle. I don't push anything on you. If you want to use herbs, we'll talk about herbs. If you want to use lifestyle and diet, I will work with you any way you want. I just want you to see the big picture. And when you don't see the big picture and you think you can do it your way without knowing the big picture and having no education, that is a setup for a huge failure. So get this education. And if you don't have the time to get the education by watching or reading or doing whatever, set up a consultation. In an hour or two, whatever you choose to do, I will make it so that you have everything you need to know what you need to know and get what you want to get for managing your menopause your way. You'll know all the pitfalls to avoid. You'll know exactly how to pursue it with your professional of choice. I will tell you all the ins and outs of how the industry works, what to look for. I have no filter between my brain and my mouth. I tell you everything. So I will be your advocate. I will hold your hand. I will help you. So if you want that kind of personal attention, set up a consultation. They're very popular. Women love them. And when they've had one, they come to me with everything before they ever go to their doctor because I explain things. I take the time to make sure you really, really get it. And I enjoy it. And so you will not be left with questions if you have a consultation with me. You will know exactly what you need to know and exactly how to use the information in your best interest. So consultations are very popular. You can schedule one at menopausetailor.me. I hope to meet you and help you, and I will sign off now and see you talk to you at the next podcast. And so take care until then. Bye.